born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, December 29th, 2022. This will be our last live trading session of the year. At Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help change the financial trajectory of your life by teaching you how to successfully currency trade using our proprietary trading indicators. And we do that by giving you personalized one-on-one coaching, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to learn how to currency trade. So with that, let's get into it. We first need to listen to this guy. Today, I'm not sure how good the trading will be, but we'll go ahead with it anyways because of the holiday.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is once you become a member, we do these live trades. You get access every morning at 10 a.m. We do a little scalp trade. Every evening at 10 p.m. we also do another trade. That tends to be focused on a little bit longer, more pips. And then again, it is about coming alongside you and helping, being your coach, just helping guide you to the way to success. And one of the ways that's done is by continuous training. Every Wednesday evening, we have a advanced seminar, and then every Saturday morning, back to the basics, where we are just talking about different trade setups or strategies and answering questions so that you can be the best that you can be. So with that, let's get into it. I work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused. A good habit is to restart your green chart every day. Make sure that it is zeroed out. Another good habit is to, at the end of every day, is to review the day's activity, to see what didn't go as you expected it, and to make corrections. On Tuesday, we took a 7-pip trade. I forget on what now, but it closed successfully. But the goal is it's about constant improvement and progress. And the more we study the chart, the more we take a look at what trades worked and didn't, the better we get. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at predicting direction. However, news impacts currency, and we want to know what that news is. And we go to forexfactory.com to look at that news so that we can trade around it. With the holiday, they break news down into three categories: yellow, which is low impact; orange, which is medium impact; and red, which is high impact. And we don't have any more reds until next week. But you can see, because of the holiday, most traders are going to take off. If they're not already gone, they're going to take off. They're not going to be trading tomorrow, so the volume will be very low. And then on Monday, or Sunday and Monday, is a bank holiday in many places. So on Monday, we will not be doing a trade in the evening, and we will reconvene Tuesday, January 3rd. So we don't really have anything here to worry about today. So let's go ahead and see what we have. The trade I'm going to do today, we've got a dozen different signals. The signal, as we train you, we're going to create a trade plan that works for you. The one I like is something called the 10-point trade signal, which basically I do it off of a 1-hour chart. You can do it off of any time frame, but I prefer the 1-hour chart. It gives me the number of pips I'm looking for, and usually it's worth between 3 and 35 pips. My sweet spot is about 10 to 11 pips, and I expect that trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. And what I am trying to do is get the lines to line up, and from all three sections. And if I can get the lines to line up from all three sections, that gives me a high probability of a winning trade. So with that, let's go and take a look. This chart I am trading off of is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts. It is showing us 6 different currency pairs. The first chart is all US based, on, as I said, on a 1-hour chart, which means the candle is got 1 hour's worth of information in it. And I am looking for situations. I start with the middle of the chart. I am looking for situations where the red and green line, which is the major indicator, the black and gray line, which is the minor indicator, are either below this red line, which is the oversold line. When the market is oversold, that is a good time to buy, or likewise, when the lines are above this blue, horizontal blue line, the market is overbought, that is a good time to sell. So I'm looking for situations where these lines are oversold and the lines are pointing up, or overbought and the lines are pointing down. Right now, with the Australian US dollar, we are oversold. Minors are going up, majors are sideways. So I want everybody in agreement. When I can get this agreement across all three sections, that gives me the highest probability of a good trade. So nothing here. Euro USD, overbought. Everybody's going down. Majors have entered the channel. It's okay. I will consider anything. I look primarily where the location of the majors are. As long as they haven't gotten to the halfway point, I will consider it. Theoretically, here I've got the 3 points that I'm looking for. One, that we're overbought. 2, that all the lines are going down. And 3, the red line has kind of crossed over the green, and the black line has crossed over the gray. So I've got 3 points here. What I don't like is the green line is going from more steep to less steep. There's a kink in the line. So this is suggesting that maybe we're running out of gas, or this move is running out of gas. But let's assume that it's still okay. Let me continue with my analysis. Once I see I've got 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I'm seeing with the majors. So the 2 orange lines, the thick and thin orange, are going down. Dotted blue line is going up. blue lines are inversely related, which means when blue goes up, that is a sell signal. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. I want 3 of the 4 confirming, which I have. When I have that, then I am going to jump down to the pressure, and I am looking for the lines to either be going down or the red line on top. And here I don't have that. I've got up pressure. It's a little bit weak up pressure. What makes it weak, or what makes pressure stronger, is the tighter these lines are closer together. The lines are. So we've got a gap here. So that weakens the pressure, and the steeper the lines. And interestingly here, the line went from less steep to more steep going up. So this kink in the line here is reflected in the kink in the line here in the majors, going sideways versus going down. So we're going to pass because we're missing this third element. Pound USD, everybody's going down. We're overbought. Everybody's going down. I've got the double cross, so I've got three points here. Not quite halfway. That's okay. However, I have gotten the kink in the line like we have over here. It's not quite as severe. It's going down, but I'm going from more steep to less steep. I care about the steepness of this green line. So this bothers me, but I technically do have all 3 points. Again, going over to the TNTs. Everybody's going down. These lines are very steep. Dotted blue going up. So 3 out of 4 here. And I almost have down pressure. Well, actually, you know what? Technically, I do have down pressure. Green line is going down as a downward slope. And the red line actually is horizontal. So I guess I don't. The red line is kind of going from horizontal to down a little bit. Right now it is horizontal. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass because this is not quite exactly what I want. I wanted a little bit better. I want both lines going down, and I don't have that here. And one of the keys to being good at this, being good at trading, is to be able to have the patience to wait for your setup. We need 2 or 3 trades a day, so I want to wait till I see the trade that I want. I don't. It is better to not take a trade and not lose money than to take a trade and have the prospect of taking the loss because the signal wasn't good. One of my goals in every trade is I'm trying to find a scenario where I'm not going to lose money. So this is now it is going down a little bit, it looks to me, but I'm still going to pass. USD Canadian. You know what? We'll go and see what else there is, and we may come back to this toward the end of the hour, end of the half hour. We're more than halfway into the channel, so I'm going to pass. USD Swiss franc, miners over sold, miners going up, majors have turned. USD yen, more than halfway in the channel, miners going up, but they're losing gas. Majors have turned midway through the channel. So on all of these are all US based. You see that there's that kink that's kind of changing the signal. So I am going to I'm going to wait. And can I get 10 pips out of a turn midway through? Yes, I can. But it's just not part of my trade strategy. I'd rather catch it at one end and ride the turn. So like if you catch it here, be looking at a 41 pip trade. Can I get 10 pips if we're overbought? It's going up. Yes, I can, but that's just not part of my trade plan. So with that, let's just go to another chart that's non-US based. Basically, I've cloned that first chart, and I've got non-USD pairs here, and we'll just see what we've got. Euro pound overbought, disagreement between the majors and minors. Australian dollar yen oversold. It's been oversold for a long time, and here's an example of you can be oversold and get many pips. You know, here 121 pips over the course of 6 hours while we were oversold. So oversold, you can get those runs. So, but that's just not part of my trade strategy. Euro Canadian dollar. Overbought, everybody's going down. I've got the double cross, so I've got the 3 points here. Again, what I don't like is I've got the kink in the line, the green line, where it's going from more steep to less steep. 2 orange lines coming down, telling me sell. The 2 blue lines going up, telling me buy. So I got all 4 here. I've got up pressure that's starting to roll. What's making it starting to roll is the green has gone from more steep to less steep to less steep. But I do not, the green is still on top. It hasn't, the red hasn't crossed over yet. So it does not meet my criteria because I don't have a point from the pressure yet. So I'm going to pass. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We were overbought. We're in the channel. We're almost halfway, but the majors are starting to go sideways, so I'm going to pass. Pound yen we're in the middle of the channel. We're more than halfway, and it's approaching oversold, so we're going to pass. Euro, Australian dollar overbought, and majors are going sideways. Miners are starting to come down, but they haven't committed yet. So let's go to another 6 and see if we can see something. Canadian dollar yen approaching overbought, still going up. Euro New Zealand dollar overbought, majors going sideways, miners have entered the channel. Pound New Zealand dollar overbought, everybody's going down, and I've got the double cross, so I've got 3 points here. I'm not crazy about the slope of the green line. It's a little less than 45 degrees. I prefer it to be a little bit more than 45 degrees. We don't have that kink in the line that we had in the others, but it's just the overall slope isn't what I consider optimal. Up on the TNTs, the thick and the thin orange going down, telling me sell. The dotted blue going up, thick blue going up, both telling me sell. So I've got 4 for 4. Pressure isn't there yet. Pressure's starting to roll. We saw it on one of the last screens there, but we've got kind of weak up pressure with green on top, so that's not what I want. Pound, New Zealand dollar yen. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. We're oversold. New Zealand dollar USD, again, we don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Were oversold. Minors are starting to go up, although not very steeply. Majors still coming down. Euro, Swiss franc, oversold. Again, disagreement. Minors going down. Majors kind of going up, but we've got this kink in the line. So let's go to the 4th chart. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Australia oversold, minors going up, majors going down, so no agreement. Swiss franc yen overbought, everybody's coming down. We have the double cross, so we've got 3 points here. And actually, we've got the green line is going from less steep to more steep. So it's kinked in the right direction. And the slope on the green line is pretty good. 2 orange lines going down, supporting the sell signal. 2 blue lines going up, supporting the sell signal. So I got 4 out of 4 here. But again, as with the other charts, we've got kind of weak up pressure where the green is starting to roll, but we don't have the signal here. So I am going to pass. Euro yen. Euro yen overbought, everybody going down. I like this signal. Nice steepness to the green line. And it's just entering the channel. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So 3 of the 4. So it looks like the yen is a sell may be coming on the yen. On the pound yen, this was already kind of, we had a big red down candle, but the pressure isn't there. Horizontal, the pressure, this is kind of very weak up pressure. Green line is horizontal. So that's telling me sideways, red is still going up. So we don't quite have it there. Pound Australian dollar. Overbought, everybody's coming down. And we've got the double cross, so 3 points there. I like the steepness of the green line. I prefer it to be a little closer to the overbought line. There's kind of a big gap here. I prefer it to be like where the euro yen is versus here. And the other reason for that, as you can see, the line's been hanging out above the overbought line for 5 hours versus over here where it's gone up and it's starting to come down. So 3 points here, 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up, although the dotted blue is starting to go sideways, but not quite there. So I got all 4 here, and I've got up pressure, but I have the red on top. So I have 8 points here, 3 here, 3 here, 4 here, and 1 here. What I don't like about this in England, it's 5-hour difference, so we're looking at it's noontime, so we still have some trading time in the day. So we have the setup here. So once I have the setup, we're going to do a little bit more analysis. We want to confirm the setup. And to confirm the setup, I'm going to take a look at what the 2 and the 4 hour chart are doing. So this is pound AUD, and we're looking at a sell. So I'm going to open up a chart that's going to let me look at the different time periods for the pound Australian dollar. And specifically, I'm going to take a look at the 2 and the 4 hour, and I want to see that they are overbought. And the 2 hour is overbought, and they're overbought. It's starting to come down. It doesn't need to be coming down. I just kind of want to see that it's overbought. This is coming down, so that's a little better. And the 4-hour is overbought. And it is also starting to come down. So both of these, and the reason I want to check these is I am interested in the direction of the move. So here, the 1 hour is telling me that there's a down movement about to come. So I want to catch that down movement. The 2 and the 4-hour, if both are overbought, that kind of gives me a little additional support in that if the 1 hour line weakens, eventually, when we're overbought, it's eventually going to come down. I'm just going to have to wait longer. So this is kind of my backup that this signal will do what I want it to do. So I've got that. So let us, once we see that we have the confirmation, let us go and take a look at what the trade is worth. And to figure out what the trade is worth, I am going to open up just a regular chart with just the candles, and we're going to go to Great Britain Pound AUD, and I want to know what the trend is and the support and resistance. So the trend is how the price has been moving. So here you can see there's an uptrend. Here is a downtrend. The question is whether this downtrend has broken. It looks like it may be starting to turn. But knowing what the trend is allows me to figure out how many pips I want to take. Because if I'm trading with the trend, I'm going to take more pips than if I'm trading against the trend. And then I want to know where the support and resistance is, because the support and resistance is going to give me the limits of how many pips I can take. Pips I can take, and the support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So here it stopped, here it stopped in here, stopped in here. Because of those natural stopping spots, I don't want to trade through them, because by trading through them, can I get those extra pips if it goes through that spot? Yes, I can. But again, my strategy is to get in and get out. So if I know there's a spot where the price seems to hang for a little bit, I want to just stop there. I'll take the pips that it's giving me up to that point. So you can see it's stopping in here, stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped over here, over here, over here. So let's open this back up, and so we can take a look at it a little better. On the Euro USD, these spots tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. Here we're at 78, 76, 79, 85. So that's over 100. So that's a bit much. I'm going to drop in another support and resistance in here. You can see it stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped over here, stopped over here, stopped over here. So we are looking at a sell trade. So let's open it up just even a little bit more. So this is a little better. So we're at the 76, then we're going to 29. So 76 to 29, that's 25, 20. So it's about 50 pips here. So 50 pips is kind of reasonable. So going up, I have 11 pips, 12 pips. Going down, I have 42 pips. So 42 pips down. And 11 up. We're taking a sell. It looks like we're trading into a down trend, but this last day it's gone up. Let's go back, take a look. All right, we've lost the signal. It's going sideways now. It's going sideways. These are going up now. It's okay that these are going up, but we just don't have a good enough signal there that I want to take the trade. And we've lost the confirmation, so majors are kind of coming down. We're getting we don't quite have the double cross. It's coming and going because the line is fluctuating a little bit, but the miners are telling us it's going up. So I am going to wait on this. Don't like this trade. But that is the analysis. My expectation, the volume is really low. It's going to be really low today because most traders have left and they're on vacation till the new year. And when the volume is low, the indicators don't work as well. It works better when there's high activity. So, gang, thank you for joining me today. We are here to help. We will make you a good trader. If you want to speak to me, you can schedule an appointment at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. We will reconvene next Tuesday. Have a good new year, a safe new year. Remember, New Year's is amateur night. A lot of people out there drinking. I will not be sending out a trade setup tonight because tomorrow's going to be even kind of a worse day to trade than today is because of the slow activity. So there'll be no trade setup tonight, and we will start off again. I probably will not also send a trade set up on Monday night either because the banks have been closed all day, so the indicator won't give me a good signal. But we will reconvene Tuesday morning. Let's see if we've got any questions. Let's see. How do you read the pressure? Are you mentally drawing a line from left to right to determine the direction? Yes, I am. I'm looking where these two spots are, but as you go left to right, this is up pressure. So up pressure, but the red line is on top. Up pressure, but the red line is on top. Up pressure with the green line on top. Down pressure that's starting to roll. Green is crossed over. Actually, wasn't this? Well, anyway, this is a day chart. So I was going to say this is telling us buy. If this were the end of the day, this were like 4:30 Eastern time, and I saw this, I'm taking a buy. But it's the middle of the day, so I'm not. And again, because of the holiday, I'm not going to be taking a trade. Okay, gang. Thanks very much. Appreciate you joining me. Have a good new year. We'll reconvene on Tuesday. Bye-bye.